Hey, this is Lorena, and I wanted to do a video for you beginner sewers or beginner quilters. In this video, I'm going to share with you what are the things or supplies you're going to need to be able to do these tasks. I'm going to share with you some of my favorite tools. Now, let me just say this. You don't have to have my favorite tools. Any tool that works for you is the best for you, but I'm going to share what I like. Okay, so I'll see you in the tool sharing. All right. Bye. All right, tool number one, which is one of my favorite tools, are scissors. You can have different scissors for different tasks, but I'm going to share with you if you're going to do piecing or quilting. When I did my quilting class at the church, the only scissors we had were two of them. It was one of these, a little one. I think they only cost like $2 or $3. They are to cut all your thread. You're going to have thread tails, and you're going to want to have little scissors to just grab and nip that thread off. Now, I also had these larger scissors, but I have tons of them. And I had these larger scissors for cutting bigger pieces or thicker pieces of fabric. And then I'm going to share one of my favorite. These Karen Buckley scissors. They're a little bit more pricey, but I get a coupon at a quilt store, so if I spend a certain amount of money, they give me like $20 coupon after a period when I reach my goal. And yeah, I don't want to spend a lot of money on scissors, but I'll buy these with that coupon. So yeah. All right, another tool you're going to need is rotary cutters. Yeah, rotary cutters. This is my favorite one because it's big enough to cut smaller pieces and big enough also to cut thicker layers of pieces. But after a while, when you get into this, you may buy this one, which is a big one in comparison to this one, and then you also may buy this one. These rotary cutters are great because they help you cut your fabric accurately when you're using a cutting mat and a ruler. A long time ago, when they used to just use scissors, you're not as accurate. The two I wanted to share, there are ergonomic rotary cutters. They have rotary cutters that fit your hand. So I just wanted to share that too, okay? All right, my friends, let's talk rulers. So you don't have to have a fancy ruler, but, you know, get a ruler that fits you, that you like, that you can see the fabric through. They do have rulers that have yellow or green markings on them. But one of my favorite rulers at this time is this little ruler. It's a 2.5 by 12-inch ruler. It's called a Creative Grids ruler. The reason I like it is because it's grippy in the back. This one has just white markings, and this is one of my favorite. This is a 6 by 12-inch ruler. It's a little bit chunkier. Your hand is further away from the rotary cutter, and it has 1-inch marks here, and then 1.5-inch marks here, or 1/2-inch marks on the black. It does have that grippy, sandpapery kind of feel to it, so it doesn't shift on your fabric. But honestly, if I was going to get one ruler that I could only afford, I would probably get this one, because you can also square off your squares with this, and you have the 45-degree angle, so you can measure probably your half square triangles with this one. This is a good starting ruler, but nothing like a smaller ruler to move things around. All right, the next item that you're going to need is a cutting mat. My favorite cutting mats are Alpha. I know I don't know why, okay. When I did the classes at the church, I used this one. This is a 18 by 12 mat. You don't need to have a big mat. Now I have a giant one on my table because this is my thing, you know. And I buy one of the new mats probably every 2 or 3 years. Sometimes my mats start to warp a little bit, but they're a good investment. They last a long time, and they have somehow a self-healing property. Another reason why I like this is, for some reason, the green with the yellow lining, it's easier for me to find these grid marks for my cutting. And also, too, I'm used to using this mat. The next thing you're going to need to do these skills is pins. I like these glass pins. I saw someone saying that they really liked them because they were sharp. I like them, but they disappear inside the fabric, and then I can't see them. And when I'm sewing, sometimes I end up sewing over them or on them. I also like these pins. They're very bright and colorful. They're easy to find. I like these color pins because I could see them very brightly. So the next thing you're going to need is you're going to need a pincushion. I already showed you my pincushion, one of mine. It has a magnet to it. Okay, so I'll post a link somewhere up here if you want to see a tutorial on how to make this pincushion that I made that you can hang on your sewing machine. I love this thing. You can put all your tools and notions and then pin it here. I have a video that I'll link up at the top if you want to see how to do this. My favorite. You are going to need an iron. This is my favorite iron. It's a cordless iron. It's a Panasonic iron. I have a review of this iron, plus they have a 360 iron Panasonic. The reason I like it is because when I'm sewing and I'm piecing this iron, the cord does not get in my way. You can find these at HSN, Walmart.com, and also on Amazon. Alright, one of the things you're going to need is an ironing mat. I bought these from a friend here in San Antonio in shirts. And she made them. She calls them little monsters. I don't know if she makes them anymore. But it's just a big block of wood that she covered with a mat. This is my favorite. It's easy to move around. And I use this all the time. That's why you see it so dirty. And I need to make a new cover for it. But an ironing mat. Alright, the last thing I wanted to share with you is thread. Recently, I've been educating myself on thread and piecing, and my favorite thread was Essentials thread, $2.75 for a lot of thread, and I'll put the link somewhere here. They were my favorite thread that I used to do for piecing. What I want to do now is try Aerofill thread. I want to see if I like it. I've never sewn with it. I've never pieced with it, but I'm going to give it a go and I'll let you know how it goes. But find the thread that you like the best. I just noticed that it does weigh the block down a little bit more. And like this is the coats. How pretty that thread line looks. It's just up to you. To me, I thought thread was thread, but apparently it's not, and there's a science to it. But I'm going to try these, see if I like it. So I also wanted to share why I didn't post 2 videos this week. We started tiling my son's bedrooms. We started working on it Friday, getting everything out of the rooms, and started renovating on Saturday and putting the tile down Saturday. Now, we thought that we could do it from Saturday to Sunday and have it completely done, but tiling is a hard job. It's hard labor, and I spent the next 3 days going and cleaning up everything and doing the molding. Now, the blessing about that is that I know how to do molding, I know how to cut tile, and I know how to lay tile. But my fingers hurt, my hands were swollen, my knees hurt. That was the worst. And my whole body went into shock because I don't think, even though I work out frequently, I don't think my body worked that hard ever in its lifetime. So I thank you for being patient with me. I'll post some pictures of the rooms. They came out beautiful. The tile is beautiful. But yeah, it's been a week. It's been, and then after I cleaned that mess up, I'm having to do laundry and catch up and, of course, clean the house and get everything else in order. So I appreciate your patience, and I do have a couple videos coming soon. By faith, they're coming. By faith, in Jesus' name. All right, I'll talk to you later.